Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I am on break from uni now, so this video is going to be a little bit different from my last ones. It is officially now spring, so I figured I would do a bit of a spring reset slash glow up. So in this video I'm going to first up be showing you my new haircut, which this is it, but I have got clips. I'm going to be organising my wardrobe for the new kind of warmer seasons. I'm going to be organising my calendars, going and revisiting my New Year's resolutions, putting together some goals for the break. And yeah, so I'm just going to start with organising my diaries and everything and my calendar, but I'm just going to do that. I'm also doing a little bit of work for uni, even though I literally just finished uni on Thursday and it's now like Sunday, but I figured I'd get a head start on this just because, like, even though I know we've kind of been told not to start a new journal until the trimester starts, I figured it would be good because next trimester is going to be super fast paced, super like designing from week one, like go 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 go. I figured it would be better if I put together some designs and kind of like magazine collages and stuff like earlier, so then I can kind of not have to do so much of that during the trimester. The next trimester is going to be more color, so I'm going to do magazine collages for different colors on each page. I don't know what the color palette is though specifically. All I know is that the theme is the color wheel and something, and the kind of theme, the brief is mismatch clash. So there's going to be lots of patterns. We're going to have to print our own like patterns onto fabric, use like multiple things. I don't know, it's gonna be fun, but I'm going to be doing lots of drawing, lots of just preparation. At uni we've been told just like draw, like every single day, just draw so you improve. So I'm going to be doing some of that. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this video, even though it is a little bit of a change of pace, but thank you again and let's get going. Good morning everyone, it is now Monday. I am about to head off to a Pilates class. I haven't been to one in like at least a week and a half now because last week was just so hectic with my final week of the trimester at uni. So I'm really excited to go off to a class today. This is what we're looking like. This is, you know, the new hair with a little hairband in. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty cute. It is not good weather today at all, but you know, still feeling good, still feeling positive, still feeling ready to go. I wish that since it's now spring that the weather would just magically be spring, but in Melbourne that is unfortunately not how it works. So plans for today, after Pilates, I'll come home, I'll have something to eat for lunch, and then I'm going to go through my wardrobe like I said I would, and just organize everything. And then later this afternoon I'm thinking about revisiting my New Year's resolutions and kind of maybe reworking them a bit for now the end of the year, because we are like more than halfway through the year, which is honestly just crazy to me. So if there's anything I can kind of fix or keep working on, I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, I'll take you down to Pilates with me. I don't know how busy today's class is gonna be. When I say that, I mean that like I don't know how much I'll be able to record, because if it's a full class then I won't be able to record if there's someone on the reformer next to me, but it is like 12:30 on a Monday, so I'm not expecting that there will be too many people, but we'll see. And yeah, I'll see you all down there. Alrighty, I am going to start going through my wardrobe now. It's like 3 o'clock, so it's a bit later than I had hoped to start this, but I'm just going to take it one drawer at a time, starting with the drawer that has all my tops in it, because that's kind of, I think, the most cluttered drawer, the drawer with the most stuff in it. So I'm just going to take the drawer out of my wardrobe, tip it out, sort it into things that maybe need a wash, things I'm keeping, things I'll donate to the op shop. So honestly, I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna play some Netflix in the background, have a heater going, super comfy, super cozy. We're just gonna get started. Started. I have so many black tops, I actually can't tell the difference between any of them. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get rid of a couple of them. guys, the weather outside is so bad. It's not even 5 o'clock, but I'm just gonna like sit on my bed in my dressing gown. I'm still like dressed, but it's windy, it is raining, like seriously destructive winds in Melbourne right now. The power went off early this morning. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit in bed, gonna watch some Netflix, maybe do some gaming, maybe do some editing and all, but I need to feel cozy right now because the weather feels personal. So that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning everyone. So as you just saw, I made myself a coffee with some whipped cream on top. This is actually my second one of these today. When I woke up, I had my results from this past trimester, and let's just say I apparently did worse than I thought. Overall, the feedback was not positive, which makes me just very disappointed in myself, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'll try my best, I'll do better next time, I'll do better next trimester, I'll give it even more of my all. So coffee with whipped cream is to solve problems. Also, in case you're wondering why I have a band-aid on here, it's like the cuticle is so sore. It hurts. Anyway, so I was like, you know what, instead of just letting the depression wash over me and, you know, going back to bed for the day, I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna do something that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go through my New Year's resolutions because I have been wanting to revisit them just to kind of see if I can adjust any of them for kind of the bottom end of the year, because it is now the 8th month of the year, so which is honestly terrifying. But I think I can kind of adjust them so I can maybe make it a bit easier for myself to achieve some things. So I have already ticked a couple things off. This was much earlier in the year though. So in personal, my first goal here was read 12 books, which I actually already did. I did that way back at the start of the year, like in summer. So that's done. My second one was to write a draft of my fantasy novel. I have been writing my fantasy novel very, very slowly for a couple years now. And I want to try and finish a draft of that. I reckon I can do that. I don't think that'd be too difficult. It's more about finding the motivation and the time. Then I was like, then the next one was post consistently on my art Instagram account, which I have not been doing, but I reckon we can kind of rectify that for this part of the year, because, you know, on my art Instagram I can put like all my fashion stuff, so I just need to start actually putting more on there. And then finally, under the little personal subcategory, I wrote get my license, and unless I do a lot more driving, I'm not sure that is, well, it's realistic, but not in terms of how I've been going so far. But I want to keep it because I do want to do more driving. I'm at like 38 hours or something out of 120, so it's a little far-fetched, but we'll see. Okay, then over on academic, I wrote stay on top of homework and be dedicated to uni. So far, I've done those two things, but I can't take them off until I finish this uni here. So far, I think I'm going pretty well, but I do actually want to write some goals for my 3rd trimester. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sub list. trimester 3 goals. And put some things here. First of all, I am going to, okay, I actually haven't really thought too much about this. I've thought about the fact that I want to set myself some goals, but yeah, okay, so my first goal will probably be have designs prepped before week 1, just to get a bit of a head start and a jump. My sewing teacher did say I need to work a bit closer with her, so maybe it could be a goal for that, but I think in itself I'm more aiming to just get my garments finished this time with plenty of time, so I might just say have garments finished by week 10, because usually there's 12 weeks in a trimester and the 12th week is when you have your panel, but for this upcoming trimester, since it's the summer trimester, it's actually only 11 weeks, because that way we don't finish in like the middle of December. So if I can have my things finished by week 10, that would just give me so much more time. But I do also want to write down pay attention. Actually no, good quality. Actually, I'll just say focus on quality. Focus on the quality, and I mean, honestly, I just want to be working super hard the whole time, but this past trimester when I've had my context class, I have not done any of the before class readings, which is really bad of me. I've been taking so many notes during the lectures, but not doing the readings beforehand. So I'm going to write down, do all the context readings before class. Although I'm thinking of like all my classes kind of individually in my brain right now. In illustration, I didn't have as many illustrations as I should. So I'll probably just write get better. Illustration. But I think that's okay. Then my next kind of subcategory was relationships. So that is just like all relationships in my life. I only actually had 2 goals down here. First one was have a nice friend group, which I've already ticked off. My 2 close uni friends, Lily and Dav, are so lovely, and honestly just like so, like there's no drama and we get along really, really well. All our styles are so different as well. So I've already ticked that off because I'm thinking that's really nice. And look, I do get along with other people from uni, and I know when I say friend group, it kind of makes me sound like I need to have more people, but honestly, if I can just have like a couple close friends, I'm fine with that. And then my other relationship goal was to make time for Josh, my boyfriend, and I haven't ticked that off yet just because I feel like I can only really tick that off at the end of the year. But so far we have been making a lot of time, not a lot of time for each other, but so far we've been consistently making time for each other like every weekend. We still talk every day, we FaceTime if we need to, so I feel like we are going really, really well for that. And for the next category, wellness, I do think I need to adjust this a little bit. So my first one was work out 3 times or more per week, and I think I want to change that to work out consistently, because at the start of the year I did not actually consider, well, I did consider it, but I couldn't afford it at the time, just doing my reformer Pilates, which I do now, and I do that 2 times a week for 45 minutes, and even though that's like technically not enough exercise in a week, and I do want to find some time to do just like 1 or 2 of my own workouts at home, I feel like that is keeping me still consistent and helping me build up a little bit of muscle. So I'm going to change this to work out consistently. The next one was maintain good health, eat healthy, stay in shape, go outside. Not so sure about the going outside, but I do think I have a pretty balanced diet and I am in shape. Your girl's in shape. I have gained a tiny bit of weight this year, like seriously, like only 2 kilograms, it's nothing, but that is since starting Pilates, so I actually think that might be muscle, because muscle is denser than fat, so I'm not worried about that. Besides, perfectly healthy. For going outside, I don't really, however, I walk to Pilates because it's just down the street. So I walk to Pilates, I walk maybe 200, 300 meters from the train station to uni. I get a little bit of sunshine there, so I think we're going good. Next one was maintain a good and healthy sleep schedule, and I think I am actually doing that pretty well, even though I do sometimes struggle to fall asleep or wake up. I think overall I am getting enough sleep. I know a lot of people who at uni are sacrificing sleep in order to do more work, and while sometimes I'm like, oh, should I be doing that? Like at the same time, I'm like, no, because I know that I get enough sleep. I know what my body is telling me, so feeling all good with that. Next one was frequent the beach more for walks. I'm gonna delete this one. It was saying like don't like vitamin D, but you know, I'm just gonna get rid of that one because honestly that's not gonna happen. And then the last one under wellness was for my mental health, so exercise, journal, and keep positive. And I have been very conscious of my mental health so far this year. I've, you know, adjusted my medication a little bit. I have done some journaling. I am doing exercise, and I am overall like very aware of my mental health. So I think that that's pretty good. And then the last category is financial. So earn and save money. I've done some of that, but I've had to dig into my savings for uni. Have a stable job. I do not. Post a video each week. I have been doing that since the very start of the year, so I'm very happy with that so far. And my last goal was to reach 1,000 subs. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen this year. I hope it does, but I'm not sure, but I'm gonna keep it there. So I think I've adjusted a couple of these, but honestly, I think we're doing pretty good. I don't think there's any goals I want to add. There is a miscellaneous category here that has nothing in it. And honestly, I think I'm pretty happy with how I'm going so far. So, although for financial, I might change have a stable job to get a Christmas job. Get a Christmas position. Because honestly I think that's the only time I'm actually going to be able to do a lot of work, get work and stuff at an actual store or something, because my experience isn't retail. So I'm holding out for the Christmas period and I'll do that. So yeah, I think that's all for this. Yeah, I will check in a little bit. Okay, so this video has already been like over 20 minutes, so I'm gonna split this video into 2 parts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be posting part 2 soon.